The circles originally was our drought protection program, but once you have a circle, you need to put them to work. And so we take the bull calves or weaning them, and we're growing them on grass pivots. In Childress County, you're just not going to get that much rain. And this allows us to have really good forage in front of these weaned bull calves. There's different grasses there, and it's not so much by master design as an effort to get the grass to work. So on the southwest corner, there's the beadall grass that comes on a little later. The northwest quadrant has got Oro blue stem that comes on early. And then on your east side, you've got giant Bermuda that can absolutely take a pounding, likes the old hot weather really well. So it's fun having various grasses because it gives you some options on grazing a longer season. The whole reason that we got into doing a gain on grass test is years ago we got into some genetics that we were excited about, but we hated those females, and the whole thing got us intrigued. And why we didn't like those cows that came out of those particular genetics is they were hard doing cows. Everything we'd worked on, they were not performing. They weren't easy keepers. They took a lot of forage, and their calves, we got to noticing when we kicked them out after weaning, they just kind of coasted. They didn't really go anywhere. But when you took them in and did the gain on grain test, which our gain on grain test is still made up of over 50% forage, meaning straight hay, those cattle gained extremely well. But what intrigued us, what we were trying to learn is why, if you're a cow-calf guy, would you want those genetics if you're saving any females? You don't want those genetics. And so we're like a lot of people, we assumed that if the cattle would gain on forage, they would gain on grain. And that's not always true. So the whole gain on forage was to help identify cattle that will make really good, they'd make really good females. We're pretty excited about this year's calf crop. We had a mild winter. Of course, we're a total fall calving herd. We're raising those calves through the winter months, and here we'd weaned them in May, and we'll hold them on grass till late summer. But what I'm excited about is that we had a tad bit smaller cow and a little bit bigger calf. Yes, Mother Nature helped us some with some nice weather, but we're really getting focused in on feed efficiency, and we did this with a lot less days but I'm trying to say we did this with a shorter breeding season. We've got cattle that perform really well in our environment, and our environment still can be pretty harsh, but this harsh environment that we have is great to prove out fertility, longevity, structural soundness.